This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. The summer rain tapped softly on the glass windows of the lakeside cabin, a soothing rhythm that filled the silence between them. Emma sat on the edge of the couch, legs curled beneath her, while her stepmother, Claire, stood by the fireplace, nursing a mug of chamomile tea. It had been nearly a year since Emma's father married Claire, a woman 10 years younger than him and only 12 years older than Emma herself. The whispers from relatives and the sighs from neighbors had bothered Claire. What hurt more was how Emma had kept her distance until now. Emma had just finished college, and this week-long getaway had been Claire's idea. "Just the two of us," she'd said. "Let's try to connect, not as mother and daughter, just as two women." Emma hadn't known what to expect. She thought it would be awkward, but something about the quiet lake, the wine-filled dinners, and Claire's calm presence had softened the tension between them. "Do you want more tea?" Claire asked, her voice low and gentle. Emma shook her head, then paused. "Actually, yeah, thanks." Claire poured another cup, her silk robe swaying with her movement. It was late, nearly midnight, and they were both still in their loungewear, in an oversized hoodie, Claire in something thinner, looser. The firelight made her glow. Emma took the cup Claire handed her, and their fingers brushed. Just a moment, but it felt like electricity. Claire sat beside her, a respectful distance apart. "I'm glad you agreed to come. I wasn't sure you'd say yes." Emma looked down into her tea. "I wasn't sure either." Silence again. But this time, it wasn't awkward. "You're not what I expected," Emma finally said. Claire smiled faintly. "Neither are you." Emma turned toward her. "I thought I'd hate you for replacing my mom, for marrying my dad. But you're kinda real." "I never wanted to replace anyone," Claire said quietly. "I just wanted to be here. However, you needed." Emma nodded. "And now he's gone. It's just us." Claire's eyes glistened with a memory. Emma reached out and took her hand. "I'm sorry you had to go through it alone." Claire looked surprised, then grateful. "You're not alone now either." The rain outside grew heavier, drowning out the crackling fire. Claire shifted closer, their knees touching now. Emma didn't pull away. "I used to dream about moments like this," Claire whispered, eyes locked on Emma's. "Not just peace, but this closeness. Feeling seen." Emma's breath caught. "I used to dream of being wanted like this." Claire blinked. "Emma." "I know," Emma said, voice trembling. "You're my stepmom. It's wrong." "I know." Claire reached up, brushing a strand of hair from Emma's face. "It's not wrong if it's real." Time paused. The air between them thickened. Emma leaned in first. Just slightly. "Testing." Claire didn't move away. Her eyes closed. Their lips met, tentative, soft, like a question. Then again, deeper. The kiss was warm, slow, filled with all the unspoken feelings that had simmered for months. They broke apart, breathless. "I shouldn't," Claire started, but Emma shook her head. "I don't care," Emma said. "I've never felt this with anyone. Not this connection. this warmth. Claire touched her cheek. We have to be careful. I know. They didn't say the word love. Not yet. But it was there in the way Claire pulled Emma into her arms, the way Emma tucked her head under Claire's chin, feeling the beat of her heart. That night, they didn't cross any lines they couldn't return from. They simply held each other, watched the fire fade, listened to the rain, but everything had changed. They woke up tangled together on the couch, morning light slipping through the curtains. Emma looked at Claire, half asleep, and smiled. Good morning, Claire whispered. Emma kissed her shoulder. Good everything. Claire awoke to the scent of pine and woods. Beside her, Emma stirred, stretching before padding out of their shared space on the couch. Claire watched her go, a smile gracing her lips. She stretched, too, wincing slightly as her back popped. Being 34 didn't feel this old, but it was true. She missed her sleep-in days. Emma returned with 2 mugs of coffee. Here, she said, handing one to Claire. Extra cream, just the way you like it. Claire took the mug, her fingers brushing Emma's. A jolt went through her, unexpected and welcome. How did you know? Claire asked, trying to sound casual. What? Emma arched an eyebrow. That you like extra cream, Claire laughed, a light, tinkling sound. No? That I liked sleeping in? I heard you mumbling in your sleep last night. Claire blushed. Did I? Emma nodded. You were talking about a lake house. Oh, Claire said, suddenly shy. This new reality they'd stepped into was exhilarating and terrifying. 1 minute they were strangers, cautiously sipping wine by a crackling fire, and the next they were sharing a bed, tangled limbs, and whispered secrets. Now, the only sound was the steady crackle of the fire and the drumming of rain on the glass. Claire leaned forward, pressing her palm against the cold stone. A shiver ran down her spine. This place is beautiful, she murmured. Emma appeared beside her, wrapping her arm around Claire's waist. Come on, she said softly. Claire turned, her gaze meeting Emma's. Where are we going? Emma led her to the far corner of the living room, where a narrow staircase spiraled upwards. There's a loft, Emma explained. It doesn't really lead anywhere. Just sort of a place to be, alone. They climbed the stairs, 2 sets of footsteps echoing in the stillness. The loft was small, barely big enough for the queen-size mattress that dominated the space. But for Claire, it was perfect. It was theirs. The rain intensified, creating a cozy atmosphere that enveloped them as they lay together on the mattress. What do you think? Emma asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Claire traced patterns on the mattress with her finger. I think, she said slowly, that I might love you. Emma turned her eyes wide. You might, Claire corrected, a playful smile curving her lips. I think I do. Emma leaned in, her lips brushing against Claire's ear. Repeat after me, she whispered. Claire inhaled deeply, savoring the moment. I think I love you. Emma smiled, her touch feather light on Claire's cheek. Say it again. Claire chuckled. I think I love you. One more time. I think I love you. Claire laughed, her head falling back against the mattress. Emma, say it. Emma interrupted, her eyes shining with unshed tears. Say it like you mean it. Claire met her gaze, her heart swelling with emotion. I love you, Emma. The word hung in the air between them, charged with electricity. Emma leaned in, her lips capturing Claire's in a passionate kiss. It was a kiss that spoke of months of unspoken longing, of stolen glances and hidden desires. It was a kiss that promised a future filled with love and hope. As they lay there, entwined in each other's arms, the rain continued its relentless song outside, a soundtrack to their love story. They knew there would be challenges ahead, societal norms and familial expectations, but in that small, rain-drenched loft, they found solace in each other's embrace, knowing that their love, once awakened, could weather any storm.